Anyways, good to see all of you. We got Motivational Monday. I'm glad that everyone is here. Everyone is back. So for today, I got a good one for you. And one side of it, it might inspire you. The other side, it just might make you defensive. So we'll see which way you go. So what we're going to talk about today is something that just might sting just a little bit. But if you really take it in, it could completely change your life. And the brass way of telling you this, your standards are too low. Now, before you get defensive, hear me out on this. We all set our goals, right? We all want better health. We want better relationships. We want better things in our life. If you didn't, you certainly wouldn't be on this call today. But here's the truth. We don't always rise to the level of our goals. We fall to the level of our standards. So what does that mean? It means that your life, your health, your relationships, they don't reflect what you want. They reflect what you tolerate. So if your standard for fitness is working out only when you feel motivated, you're going to stay inconsistent. If your standard for success is doing just enough to get by, you're never going to break through. If your standard for relationships is accepting mediocrity, you're never going to build a deep, meaningful connection. So success isn't about setting bigger goals. It's about raising your baseline. It's about deciding what you will no longer accept from yourself. And today, we're going to talk about exactly how to do that. So if you're ready, buckle up. Man, I got extra Monday energy. Let's lean into this today. Let's go. So let's start with the real reason so many people stay stuck. Their standards are too low and they don't even realize it. Why? Because as humans, we are wired for comfort. We naturally do what's easy. We do what's familiar and what takes the least amount of effort. That is the whole nature of why we have machines. We don't have to wash our own laundry. We actually have now power recliners, not just the hand pull. I mean, we have beds that adjust and move based on the comfort level we want and the position we want. Everything is geared to comfort. So most of us have trained ourselves to meet the bare minimum of what life requires. We do just enough to maybe keep our job, just enough to stay relatively healthy, just enough to keep our relationships from falling apart. But here's the problem. The bare minimum will never lead to greatness in your life. And what I mean by greatness, that's for you to define. But here's the dangerous part. If you don't actively raise your standards, they will lower themselves to match your level of effort. So think about it. Have you ever let one bad habit slip back into your life, thinking it's really wasn't a big deal, only to realize months later that it completely derailed your progress? Maybe you skipped one workout, then another, until suddenly you're finding that your pants are getting a little tight. You're finding that you're not as in shape as you used to be. Or maybe you told yourself, I'll just take it easy at work today. And before you knew it, you completely lost your drive to attack the day. So your life is a direct reflection of what you allow. So here's something that I want you to think about. The difference between successful and unsuccessful people isn't what they have. It's what they lack. Successful people lack an off switch. They don't stop when they're tired. They don't stop when they've done enough. Their standard isn't just getting by. It's about being excellent at everything they do. Look at a lot of your most elite athletes, your business leaders, high achievers in any field. It's not just that they work harder. It's that they hold themselves accountable to a high standard every single day. Now, I'm not saying that you have to work 24/7 with no breaks. What I am saying is that you need to expect more from yourself in every area of your life. Stop setting the bar so low that just showing up counts as a win. Because here's the truth. Your habits, your routines, your discipline, all of that is built on your standards. And your standards dictate the life that you're going to continue to live. Okay, all right. So we know that high achievers set high standards. But how do we actually raise our standards in a way that sticks with us? Because as I said, some of you might get defensive by me telling you need to raise your standards. What I'm trying to tell you is that there are certain goals that you have and you want to achieve those. And sometimes we have conversations in this office because we're not hitting the goals that we want. And part of that is that our minimum standard is too low. We have to raise up our minimum standard. So here are a few steps that you can start applying right now today, Motivational Monday, to get you going, to help you raise your standards and achieve the goals that you have for yourself. So the first one, identify where you're settling. Take an honest look at your life. Where are you just getting by? Where are you accepting less than what you truly want? This could be fitness. This could be your career. This could be your relationships. This could even be your mindset. Number 2, set a new baseline. Raising your standards doesn't mean aiming for perfection. I don't like perfection. It means setting a minimum level of performance that you refuse to dip below. For example, instead of saying, I'll try to work out more, set a standard. I will work out at least 4 days a week. No excuses. Number 3, remove the option to quit. One of the biggest reasons people fail is because quitting is on the table. Make a decision right now. This is who I am. I don't back down. I don't cut corners. I don't accept average. There is zero quit in me. It's not even on the table. Number 4, surround yourself with higher standards. If you hang around people who are okay with just the bare minimum, guess what? You're going to do the same. But if you spend time with people who expect more out of themselves, it will push you to continue to level up in your desired goals. And number 5, track your progress and adjust. Your new standards won't feel comfortable at first. That's the whole nature of them. But over time, they will become your new normal. So keep track of how you're improving. And when you start to feel comfortable again, that's the time to raise the bar even higher. This is where we talked about holding the line and advancing. When it starts feeling comfortable, that's your time to advance. That's the time to set a new minimum standard. So your challenge for this week, 1, pick one area of your life where the standards have been a little too low. Maybe it's your fitness, maybe it's your work ethic, maybe it's your relationships, maybe it's how you show up for your family. You know it. It's in the back of your mind and you think about it, but we don't verbalize it. So pick one area of your life where your standard has been a little too low. Number 2, raise your baseline. Decide what you will no longer accept from yourself. Set a new, higher standard that challenges you. And number 3, take action immediately. Do not wait till tomorrow. Start today. If you want a recipe for failure, start tomorrow. Because here's the truth. Your future is being built right now by the standards you set for yourself. If you want a better life, if you want more health, if you want better relationships, you have to raise your baseline and demand more from yourself. So don't just listen to a podcast, a 4%, go apply it. Because the life you want is waiting for you on the other side of your higher standards. So overall today, I hope that this puts a bug in your buns and you're thinking right now, it's Monday, I got the whole week to attack I hope you got some value out of this Motivational Monday today. And if you did, send it to a friend. Somebody might need this when I post it. You can share that right on YouTube and they might need it. So if you're ready to start leveling up, I want to hear from you. When I post this, drop a comment. Tell me what's one area of your life that you're wanting to raise your minimum standards this week, today. So overall, until next time, stay focused, stay disciplined, continue to raise the bar on yourself. You're capable of so much more than you think you can. Now go out and prove it. All right, guys, I'll see you in the gym this week. Have a great, great week.